Hello, my name is Jane Gonzalez Urbor and my topic is sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is a genetic disorder in which red blood cells, which carry oxygen around the body, develop abnormally. Rather than being broad and flexible, the cycle red blood cells become shaped like a crescent or cycle. These abnormal red blood cells can clog section of blood vessels leading to episodes of pain which can be severe. These episodes are called as sickle cell crisis, also known as aggressive crisis.
Sickle cell disease is a blood disorder that is inherited from both parents. This disorder is more common in certain ethnic groups, such as African Americans, Arabs, Greeks, Italians, Latin, and Native Americans. Normal red blood cells are very flexible and are circular in shape, resembling a donut. Their flexibility and shape allow them to travel freely through small blood vessels called capillaries. In persons with sickle cell disease, the red blood cells become crescent or sickle-shaped and also become inflexible. The abnormal cells stick inside the capillaries, blocking blood flow to vital organs. Persons with sickle cell anemia can have symptoms such as yellow appearing eyes and skin, pale skin, delayed growth, bone and joint pain, increased risk for infections, development of leg ulcers, eye damage, anemia, and damage to the organs affected by the obstruction.
Know the effects.
Some of the effects of sickle cell disease include anemia, pain, infection, jaundice, acute chest syndrome, pneumonia, organ damage, stroke, psychosocial issues, social, emotional, academic. When the sticky sickle cells become lodged in blood vessels, a number of problems can occur depending on the location of the blockage. Clogging of the spleen can prevent it from fighting off germs in the body, leading to increased risk of infections. This is why a fever is a medical emergency for a child with sickle cell disease.
Pain as it relates to sickle cell disease is one of the most common complications that we see in patients who have sickle cell anemia, sickle cell disease. When you don't have oxygen, when you have a lack of oxygen to the tissues, it causes tissue damage and sometimes tissue death, what we call tissue necrosis, which sends off signals that cause pain. And there are times where there can be chronic areas that have had repeated damage. So repeated insults of lack of oxygen to a particular tissue, which can cause more permanent damage or scarring.
In applications in areas and potential complications can be life-threatening. They include stroke, where the supply of fluid to the brain becomes blocked, and acute chest syndrome, where the lungs suddenly lose their ability to breathe in oxygen. Often as a result of infection, increased vulnerability to infection, pulmonary hypertension, and the blood pressure inside the blood vessels that run from the heart to the lungs becomes dangerous high. And issue applying adequate treatment helps reduce the severity and frequency of the symptoms of sickle cell anemia and prevent complications. In some cases, a person with sickle cell anemia might require regular blood transfusions to help reduce the risk of complications.
How is sickle cell disease treated?
The Aflac Cancer Center and Blood Disorder Service is committed to providing children with sickle cell disease a brighter future through advanced medical treatment, family-centered care, and innovative research. Patients are cared for by a multidisciplinary team that includes doctors, pediatric nurse practitioners, nurses, child life specialists, social workers, chaplains, school teachers, psychologists, and financial coordinators. People with sickle cell disease can lead long and productive lives with the help of treatment. Sickle cell disease may be treated with medication, hydration, oxygen therapy, blood transfusions, physical and occupational therapy, bone marrow or stem cell transplant, emotional and psychosocial support, counseling, educational services, support groups, coping skills.
Bone marrow transplant is not for everyone with sickle cell disease, although it is a cure. In terms of who is eligible for a bone marrow transplant, we generally reserve the procedure for kids who are about between the ages of 3 and 16 and who have established themselves as having severe disease, meaning they've had a stroke, or they have frequent pain crises, or they've had episodes of acute chest syndrome. Here at Children's, we have one of the largest pediatric bone marrow transplant programs in the country. We typically transplant about 55 to 60 kids a year, and that's counting all diseases. For sickle cell disease, we're probably the largest center in the country in terms of numbers of sickle cell patients transplanted, and currently that's over 30 kids. We've done very well, and of the kids who've had matched sibling donors, all of them have engrafted, meaning the transplant has taken and the sickle cell disease has gone and not returned. That is essentially better than national and international outcomes, and it's something we're very proud of.
Research continues to bring new treatments that were previously not available, so children with sickle cell disease today have a much brighter future. Sickle cell disease research at the Aflac Cancer Center and Blood Disorder Services includes evaluating health outcomes and new therapies, improving the prevention of sickle cell disease complications, improving the quality of life for children with sickle cell disease, advancing treatments, finding a cure.
Sickle cell anemia is a disease of the erythrocytes caused by an autosomal recessive single-hand defect in the B globin chain of adult hemoglobin that produces a mutant form of hemoglobin known as sickle hemoglobin.
Most of us can tell where we got our particular size or shape of nose, eyes, feet, or our talent. We are all familiar with the outer package. But there may be other inherited traits of which we may be unaware, perhaps for most of our lives. The sickle cell trait is one of those. 1 in every 10 Jamaicans carries a sickle cell trait. What exactly is sickle cell? A sickle cell is a misshapen blood cell. Here are normal blood cells. They are round and regular in shape. Normal cells are flexible, and so they pass easily through blood vessels. These, on the other hand, are sickle cells. They are malformed blood cells, which have a sickle shape and are rigid and inflexible. This means that the sickle cell cannot move through blood vessels with ease. This condition is known as sickle cell disease. This is not a disease which can be caught. It can only be inherited from parents. But there are those with the sickle cell trait and those with sickle cell disease, and the results are quite different. Here's how it all works. If the normal gene A is inherited from both parents, the child is normal, AA. If the abnormal sickle cell gene S is inherited from one parent and a normal gene A from the other, then here you have the child who is a carrier or has the sickle cell trait, AS. These are our 1 in 10 Jamaicans. If, however, the abnormal sickle cell gene S is inherited from both parents, the child has SS disease, a form of sickle cell disease. There are other forms of sickle cell disease which results from inheriting the sickle cell gene from one parent and another abnormal gene from the other. But these are less common and are milder than sickle cell disease. the sickle cell trait is harmless, which is why many carriers may be quite unaware of having sickle cell trait. Persons with the trait lead normal lives, as the trait cannot become sickle cell disease. The trait can easily be detected by a special blood test, but is often discovered when a couple has a child with sickle cell disease.
So, I mean, knowing that you passed it on to your daughter, did anyone be with that following counseling before you got pregnant? Did anyone tell you that you had a chance to give?
No, I didn't.
So you didn't know that you had sickle trait before?
No.
But what are the chances of each pregnancy that the child will have sickle cell disease? Well, if both parents have the trait, there is a 25% chance at each pregnancy that the child will have sickle cell disease, SS. A 25% chance that the child will be normal, AA, and a 50% chance that the child will have sickle cell trait, AS. So, since children born with the trait remain healthy, there is a 75% chance of a healthy child at each pregnancy.